What's up, guys? Josh J. Bean Fishing here. We're going to dive on in, okay? So today we're talking about proper placement of the hooks and rigging of soft plastics versus improper, okay? So right off the bat, you can see over here, they look good, okay? Generally, 9 times out of 10, if it looks good, it's going to perform good, okay? So you got a wacky rig here, okay? Bouncing, it looks good. When you rig these wackies, rig them in the center, okay? Rig it towards the center of the bait. You don't need to go through this little hook guard. Rig it in the center. On these little weedless rigs, you see a lot of people, they'll rig it to where the hook's out. That's just a preference thing. I mean, me personally, I like to leave a little bit of flexibility in there. Not too much, but you don't want it tight, okay? You want this thing to be able to perform. You know, when you put the weight on your line, that when this thing comes down, it flops down and goes head first. And also, you can go weedless on these little lizards and crawdads. You can rig them top, bottom. This one's rigged to retrieve like this, so when it hooks up in the front part of the mouth. But you do want to make sure that you want that hook right there on the edge. You don't want it too shallow in here, or you'll be losing a lot of fish. And these little finesse worms, I didn't rig this up, but you can do a lot with these. I've got a chatterbait here, and currently this thing's been busted up and needs to come off. But I used a lizard as a trailer. All right. Well, that full lizard's pretty big to have trailing off this thing. You can see I've caught several fish on this thing. It's busted this little trailer up. But all the motion you're looking for on these is that little tail at the end. Okay. So you don't necessarily need the whole body. You can cut that thing in half. Okay. Now let's look at some bad stuff. All right. So with these finesse tricks as well. Sorry, got off track. You can nip this thing right here, hook it through, give you enough to where you hook out right here, and leave that little tail. Man, that drives them crazy on these little chatterbaits right here. So let's look at some poor. And I've seen these before, and I'm sure you've seen them before. I mean, it just doesn't look good. They didn't push the hook through far enough. You want it up here on the shank. This one, they put a little too much worm on the shank, and now it looks goofy. Now all you're gonna do is rip down that hook guard. At least it's through the hook guard, but you're just gonna rip that, and it's just gonna ruin your worm. But yeah, so just use your head. You should use common sense when you do these. I prefer using 4 and 5/0 hooks. You can use what you want, but that's pretty much a standard. You may be a 6/0 on a bigger worm or a longer worm. But yeah, I just wanted to come to you with that little tip. Check me out. Follow me. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, on Snapchat as well at JBean Fishing. Okay. We'll give a shout out to Cinco Fishing. It's my newest endeavor and sponsor. They've got some awesome crankbaits, guys. Check them out. Okay, tight lines, keep it safe. We'll holler at you.